Hello there, thank you for joining us. A bubbly teenager who brought joy and laughter to everyone who knew him. These are some of the ways Harvey Willgoose has been described. The 15-year-old boy was stabbed to death at school in Sheffield yesterday. There's been an outpouring of love and affection from friends, fellow pupils and teachers, with many leaving flowers outside the school gates. Today, his family have also spoken of their heartbreak. Paying tribute, they said, "We are utterly heartbroken at the loss of our beautiful boy, Harvey Goose. Our lives are devastated and will never be the same again." A 15-year-old boy who was arrested on suspicion of murder remains in police custody tonight. Our reporter Tom Ingle is outside All Saints Catholic High School for us. Tom, some really emotional scenes there today.
Good evening, Amy. In the last few minutes, the police presence outside the school gates has completely disappeared, and for all intents and purposes, it looks like the school has just closed for the day. Of course, we know that is far from the case. I have seen a huge amount of grief written large over so many young faces, and it has been awful to stand and watch, let alone for those young people who are actually experiencing that grief right now. I don't want to see that again. So many tributes have been left to Harvey on Facebook, not least from the family, who this evening talked about the shock at the loss of a caring, funny, loving young man. The school in the last few minutes have also released a statement talking about their shock and bewilderment at the loss of a popular pupil, saying All Saints has always been proud of the warmth, care and love that the school is known for. We will all need to draw on those qualities in rebuilding confidence. There will doubtless be many difficult days, weeks and months ahead for the entire community here. And every journey starts with a single step, and that step is today. A morning at the school gates like no other. No laughter, no excited chatter, just silence under police guard. The only children who have come here today have visited with their mothers and fathers to lay flowers and remember their fallen friend, Harvey Willgoose.
He just seemed a right nice boy, do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't speak to him that much, like I'd say like odd hello and everything, but he just seemed like a proper nice boy, if you know what I'm trying to say.
We just don't understand how it could have happened. It's just really shocking, really sad, heartbreaking. Obviously we're all just putting ourselves in their shoes and thinking, what on earth?
Every parent's nightmare. I mean, I can't even begin to think of what Harvey's parents are going through. Just my child was so frightened, and just being able to hold her out of that school yesterday, and they never got that.
Like ripples, sorrow and shock have crept across the city. Harvey was a Sheffield United fan. Around the corner from the school at Bramall Lane, he was remembered by the club, who expressed their condolences. And in the grief, questions. How can a school become a place of deadly violence?
In South Yorkshire, knife crime incidents are going down, and that is a good thing. But I will not be happy until they are right down at the lowest possible level. Yesterday, what we saw was one incident of knife crime, which is one too many, and we've seen the consequences of that. It is devastating for our whole community, and I won't be happy until we have stamped that sort of thing out.
As a charity, we have been trying to teach young people and parents about the dangers of carrying a knife and the consequences of carrying a knife. But ultimately, the social media is such a powerful tool. You know, all these youngsters are on Snapchat, and you know, if there's a fight going on, if there's any sort of conflict, it gets resolved by using a weapon.